full trailer of a mildly busted down lawn tractor, a couple of bins of DVDs, one Tim standing there, and we are off on our annual fall jaunt to the Skinners to have a visit. It's been far too long, and we love going out there. So when you see us in a second, that's where we'll be.
And this should look cleaner.
And why is it going to look cleaner?
A little bit of highway driving. May just get rid of some of the, the loose stuff.
We're hoping that this little bit of duct tape is enough to keep these lids from flying off. So we'll find out soon. So we're here and we're about to show Cecil his presents. Oh, look, Tim, the tops just made it.
Oh, so they start to come off.
Yep.
I think that's exactly. Is that a 7? The same as the one I have, or is that a larger one? Oh, very nice. Very nice. Tecumseh? I think that's what they have, right?
I don't know.
Or is that a brick?
I didn't look.
Tecumseh, I think, or Clinton. I think. I am not sure. I think it's Tecumseh.
It is going to need to be turned over, and squirrels ate the valves off the tires.
Oh,
But otherwise,
I'm hungry.
And we also have many boxes of DVDs for you.
Oh, I love that.
yeah, this, unfortunately, I mean, it's seized from sitting.
Yeah.
But it should pop over, I think.
I think it's the same. Is that not the same model as the one I have over here?
It is
Is it a 7 by any chance?
MF10.
Oh, it's a 10, so it's a big one. So that should be if I'm correct, that'll be a 10 horse. The other one I have over here is a 7, so it took a 7 horse.
These are the Fords. This one's in good shape, huh?
Well, here's the front end. I drove this one back when I was in my 20s. It came from Edmonton.
Oh, okay.
So I have everything for it. Now this one door has developed a little hole in the corner from sitting over the years.
But otherwise, it's...
Well, I did. So years ago, I did weld in the car floor.
But this is the one that you had traded away and got back?
Yes. And this is the custom cab. So yeah, that's easy.
That's okay though. It's there. The keys are there. Like,
Yeah.
that never happened.
It wasn't great. My daughter also tore it apart, but the cab mounts were gone on it.
Yep.
The gentleman before had, I believe what he told me was he installed 2 fuel tanks, 2 side tanks, because the old one went in here.
Yep.
But they installed them here. But listen to that.
Oh yeah. It's incredibly solid.
So this is a 65. This was the first year they came out with twin I-beam in Ford. This is the F100, so it's a half ton. That's the F250. I was going to take all the axles off this guy and put it under my 3/4 ton.
Oh.
This is an 86. So a buddy of mine gave me this one. It's not in bad condition.
No, this
for
is
an
in good
86.
shape.
Now, it's got a bad spot here. Inside is like this here. It's not great. I mean, the windshield leaks a little bit, so I got to do some work there. I mean, look at the tailgate. Look how much rust is on that tailgate for an 86. I mean, the back end, you would think it was only a few years old.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's in good shape.
But it's all been oil sprayed underneath. But look in here. Even in here, there's
Oh wow.
a little bit of rust. This is exactly the way I got it, other than I took the hubcaps off because I had to take the wheels off because the brakes were all seized. So this has the 8-cylinder, it's a 302.
Oh, okay.
1986, I believe that's the first year for fuel injection too in the Fords, was 86.
What are these things? Just some sort of jacks?
Yeah. Yeah, old railroad track jacks there.
Oh,
Got it at a yard sale.
those are cool.
Lads are pretty old.
Yeah, they look neat.
So you can lift from the bottom or from the top.
Oh, okay. So you
Yes.
just put a big beam in here and...
Yeah, big lining bar like that. But so here's a story. Years ago, I used one of these, not these particular ones, but a style of these. I used to lift the old house when I was putting the basement on it up there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you jack them up like this, right? They just go normal. But to let them down, you have to do this, and then you pull out this.
Okay.
So you go up, then you, let me see here. Click it, and then you go up like this, and you pull out. Okay, and then you click it, and then you pull out on this.
You can lower it.
Yeah, but yeah, stupid me, you know what I did? Here's what I did. I pulled out too far, okay? Down goes the house.
Oh, no.
Shook every dish and every cupboard. So it does look ugly. But looking behind the seats.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Still pretty good in behind the seats where they rust out. Lovely too. It's fuel injected as well. The old straight 60.
Yep.
Again, it's got this famous Ford air pump, which virtually all it did was pump fresh air into the exhaust pipe to make the emissions read better.
Oh, this has changed a lot since we were here last time. Holy.
I don't remember what it was like.
So all the bracing was still up inside,
Okay.
and then of course the lookout wasn't finished either.
Yeah, let's come along. I've been battling with issues with this from the start. So when I first got it, it was supposed to have a good engine. I wanted a fixer-upper, and this has turned out to be a fixer. I don't know if it's been a fixer-upper. I don't know if I'm going up, down, or sideways, or backwards. I don't know. I had to redo the head gasket, so I replaced the head at the same time. Did injectors and injector pump. I rebuilt that, glow plugs, and then the transmission was leaking, so I thought, I'll see what's going on. So I started cleaning some of the oil and grease away. Turns out there's a big hole about the size of my thumb in there. They epoxied it and JB welded it. I priced a new casing, and I would have had to take it all apart to weld it, so I thought, I'm not going that route. A new casing was unreal for price. Couldn't find a used one, so I slapped some more salve on it again, some JB weld and epoxy. Got that sealed up somewhat, and then, 2 months later, it started dripping oil again, but it didn't look like transmission oil. So I kept an eye on the engine oil. Sure enough, it was going down. I drove it in here, lifted up, went unbolt the skid pan. Well, they figured it was easier to weld a skid pan on it, and that, of course, was all up there. They welded a skid pan, so I cut that skid pan all off, 2 of them, so I could get to this skid pan that was bolted on from the factory. So I don't know why they welded one over it. I don't have a clue, but this is oiling now from the oil pan leaking. But there was so much stuff stuck up under there. This is what it did to the oil pan. So it was only a small drip. I guess the paint was keeping it from leaking. But when I wire wheeled the outside of it, hole all along here. There's a few down in here. I don't know how it was only just dripping a little bit other than just the paint. So I cut that off. And it looks a bit ugly. I got to clean up, grind out some porosity there a bit. But I made it a little deeper. So hopefully it'll hold a little more oil and maybe run a little cooler, because those things have a tendency of overheating. Because that style Kubota put the radiator for the engine out the side on the right hand side, and it's in a dumb place, so it overheats. So hopefully this will fix it. So I was just going to finish that up today. This, but years ago when I was making this road, okay, I was coming out here with my old dozer, and I forgot all about this because this had all grown up since I was a kid. Making my road through here, right? Thinking I had quite a ways to go, eh? Okay, that showed up in front of the big pile of brush I was pushing. You can see where I stopped right there. I almost went down over there.
Yeah, that would have been scary.
Yeah, because I couldn't see it with that big load of brush and trees in front of me making this, right? I'll pull up here. Yeah, belongs to my oldest son and daughter-in-law. The snow took out the windshield. The windows won't roll up. It started and ran great.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's underneath. It's not bad yet. Although I haven't seen it underneath there for a couple of years, so sitting out here won't help it into that. And that's his Cadillac Escalade.
It's in good shape.
And he put a rebuild transmission in it, but then the head gasket started leaking. Well, I mean, at the back there, you can't see it very clearly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And underneath, I think it's all gone now too.
Engine still in it?
Yeah, but like I say, you need a head gasket.
So what is this exactly?
An old hay mower. You would tow that with a horse, so you'd have a person sit up here, and you'd operate the controls. There would have been a large wood post that attached. Oh, I don't remember what side. I believe it went under here, bolted to here. It did, in fact, bolted right to here and ran out to your horses. You had your toolbox here for your spare parts.
Oh, that's cool. And it's all complete.
Yeah, it's all complete. You had your foot controls, hand controls. There's your mower out here, your sickle mower. If you ever have to work on the gears. So to get into that, you just push down, you turn. That's grease, that's not grease anymore. Probably a lot of sand and stuff ants brought up into it, but it's all open drive here. Driven by the wheel. So the wheel turns. There's a gear in here, drives this, and this drives the sickle part. Old technology, but simple, and it worked.
Boats that I always loved is the controls. They're always cool. Steering wheel. Yeah, like look at this.
They're always on the right hand side, right?
Yeah. But just the gauges, everything.
Yeah.
They're so nice.
They're classy.
Stuart Warner fuel gauge in there.
That's not a wood steering wheel, is it?
No, it's a foam.
It's a big boat.
I wasn't sure what was under the. I didn't know if it had like something under it, but maybe not.
Probably. It's a big boat.
Nice gauges.
Yep.
Beautiful gauges, right? Like.
Guys, that was a few dollars when it was new.
Yeah, probably a $350. This is neat. This kind of.
So you can walk out the front, right?
Yeah. The big old tack. Is that a bee's nest? Is that a huge bee's nest?
Yep.
Holy mackerel.
That's big.
It's like somebody glued shag rug to the bottom. So did they all have a compass in them like that?
Is it?
I don't know. I think so. It's the 150.
Yeah.
The Tower of Power.
Big old Merc. Well, I think it's got a sore foot.
Yeah, missing something.
You and your boat. Another cassette tape in there.
So he just likes boats?
Yeah. Hey, we've got a few up at the house.
It's the opposite of Tim.
Well, he probably likes them because they don't see the water.
Yeah. Doesn't.
When you get them going towards the water, they're nice, but as they're in the water, they're not so good.
I've never worked on something that was just so built to not work.
All the controls work on it.
It's a really nice boat.
Oh, yeah.
See where they cut the back out though to put a short shaft motor on it? So now the wood's all exposed unless somebody puts aluminum around there. The water will all get in around this.
Oh,
wood
they'll
here
wreck the
around
transom,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. But I gave it to my brothers. So it had this little guy under here too.
Oh, wow.
It's got a live well in it.
It's a really nice little boat.
Not bad. It's all aluminum. I mean, I'm not a fisherman. I don't.
Oh, it even says Alcan on it. The barn's looking really good.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Thank you.
I like the roost.
Thanks, yeah. So that deck, I built that real quick so I could put on the last sheet of roofing metal.
So are you going to be able to get in from the outside and from the inside of the building?
Yes, yeah, we want to build a set of stairs. So this temporary wall under this side, once this is all dug down another 6 feet, just under where the sawmill is, that'll be down about 6 feet. We'll have a concrete floor in there. There'll be a real wall under here with lots of windows facing the east.
Okay.
And there'll be a deck, so where that little platform is up there, we built real quick. Be a deck down a little lower all the way around, but it'll be out 8 or 10 feet all the way around. It'll run right out to the end. Like, we'll climb up there if you want.
Sure.
Pretty easy to get up there.
We'll go have a look. So this is the second story, and one Tim. Hello. Climbing up the stairs. Oh, there's a cat wandering around down there.
Saw him earlier.
Yeah, she comes out, goes in. She gets along really good with that dog we're fostering. So the peak of this building we're on right now is 37 feet off the ground.
Huh.
37 feet up. And we built our own trusses. I just threw something together.
That's nice. I've built trusses before, and they're not easy to do. Make them look good.
No.
And all of the wood for this still was all stuff that you've milled, right?
All the sticks, yeah. All the framing, the OSB, of course. Right. I'd love to be able to have an OSB mill.
Yep.
See ya. Although the roof is pretty angled there, you can kind of slide down. Yeah. Hello.
Came over to take a look and see if someone, if Enos and Dan had a part that we were looking for, but we got to run. But we're going to take a quick check of their new building, and then away we go. You guys milled all this wood yourself?
Yep.
Built the whole thing yourselves?
Well, he did actually.
Cut the lumber too.
Wow.
Coming in handy.
Oh, great spot for the postal Cushman too.
Yeah.
Hey Tim, before we run, you have to come see these gas-powered drills.
Ooh. I got a gas-powered vacuum.
Here, Hydro, I think you can use them for drilling the poles.
Oh, cool.
Transformers on and stuff.
Just that extra torque, huh? Wow, those are wild. That's really cool.
Yeah, you don't see them a lot.
No.
Okay with this year?
And that's a wrap. Unfortunately, our visit this time had to be cut a little bit short. We got to run back into town, but as always, we had an absolute blast hanging out and checking things out. Tim ended up with a starter. We're gonna unload this tractor, and Cecil got some DVDs. Well, Tim, after 27 years, are you sad to see it go?
Kind of. I did love this thing, but I never really got to use it, so it'll go to a good. I'll see it again. Than I remember.